Hi guys, and everybody knows that the strongest mob in Minecraft is the warden. So today I made one in Tinkercad, but I didn't make everything myself. Thanks to creator called Jim Jams, who created the warden project for me. Look, I literally copied his. I literally just copied his project. It's exactly the same thing. But the only thing I've done to the warden is I added some motors. Bruh. The only thing I've done to the warden is I added motors and I changed the top and the back. Look. What? What? I'm on Tinkercad. Remember, there's nothing on the top, right? And by the way, did you see this? I wish you did, because you have to do this. Oh. Why is my hammer not working? Why is my hammer not working? Why is my hammer not working? Whatever. Now it's better. Look. Is my hammer too heavy? Why is my hammer just so heavy? Did he eat things to be fat? I have no idea, but I don't care. You just have to do this thing. Hit that as hard as you can. Or just have to do it on servo, then 90 degrees, and then a 1, and then change position on press, and then 3, 2, 1, subscribe. And by the way, do not use a hammer, which is the mace in Minecraft. But look at that hammer, it's so strong. But remember, do not use a hammer to hit that subscribe button on YouTube in real life, or your device is exploding. Well, whatever. Today, what we're gonna do is that, look. Delete this. Delete. Why didn't it delete everything? I have no idea why, but bye-bye. Look, I'm gonna hide the connectors just to make it better. And this is the warden I made. And look at the title. It's called the Unbreakable Warden. So it's unbreakable. No matter how, you cannot break it. The only way to actually break it is to... Bye-bye. But I don't break it like that. I'm just gonna do everything. I'm gonna show the connectors like that. Yeah, the connectors is also delayed, I think. What? Why is it still loading? I have no idea why. I think something wrong with Tinkercad. Let me just restart. And this thing is not deleted. Okay, look. This is the warden. In normal Minecraft, the warden literally has 500 health points. And that's why it takes so long to kill the warden in Minecraft. Well, yeah, it takes so long because it has 500 health points. Also, it's the strongest mob in Minecraft. It can literally even kill the Ender Dragon if it kept fighting. Or maybe even the Wither. Oh, and its feet is flying. Well, let me just show connectors. Okay, there you go. And look, this warden is floating in the air for some reason. So let me just put it down like that. And then hide the connectors back. Okay, look, the warden is so strong it can defeat the wither. In Java Edition. In Bedrock Edition, the warden defeats the wither, and the wither comes down and then explodes in the warden's friend, and the warden also dies with the wither. So practically, the warden and the wither are the same strong. But who is more hard to fight? I would say it's the warden. It can one-shot you even in netherite armor. So netherite armor is practically useless for the warden. But today, I'm gonna find some ways to defeat the warden and kill it. Look, the warden is kind of like a 3D design with motors. And today, I'm gonna use 5 ideas to break it. It's impossible to break, and look at the title, unbreakable, because it's used private connectors. Look, it was made using private connectors, and the private connectors are nearly unbreakable stuff. Look at the private connectors. It's so strong. Private connectors, yeah, they're jacked. You know why? I have no idea why, but private connectors are just so strong. So whatever, let's just go on the 3D sim lab. And what if just done? Okay. And look, the warden is also movable using private connectors. I mean, cannot really move, but let's start to break it. I have 5 plans. Let me just put a plan here. So I think first, Okay, first plan, I would say, I think it's a hammer. And then, actually, wait, it cannot be 2 sentences, whatever. And then the second should be, let me think, a shredder. Oh my, what I've done. Okay, third. I would say maybe a hydraulic press. And, oh, it's blocking the warden. Let me put it further. Now, the 4th plan, I would say can be, why did I forget this part? So now it's a capital letter. The 4th one, I would say, let's use deep 6 battle bot. And 5th, I actually made a new battle bot. It's Tombstone. Tombstone, that battle bot is so strong. But I'll show Tombstone at the end of the video, because it's kind of a surprise. Okay, now I have the plan. Let me just group the shapes. Okay, this is my plan how to break the warden. And now let's start. Okay, yeah, I got my plan. And the first one is hammer. I'm lazy and I did not really build a realistic hammer, but I made the mace as a hammer. You think a Minecraft mace looks so much like a hammer, right? Everybody knows that a mace in Minecraft looks 1,000,000% like a warden. I have no idea why, but it just looks so much like a warden. A hammer, not a warden. But the mace, I'm gonna use the mace to hammer the warden. So 3, 2, 1. Oh. It's too heavy. Didn't work, but now I'm getting back. Oh, it doesn't work now. Okay, there you go. Bang on the warden. It does nothing. The warden literally got back. But anvils, I think anvils are the heaviest throwables. So boom. Whoa, the warden survived. But I don't want to throw so many things. So I'm just gonna put something to push it. Such as this thingy. Let me go on SimLab with this in the middle, and this goes to continuous. Okay, now it's gonna push the mace here. Okay, now let's start. Yo, it worked. It hit the mace, but it didn't do any damage to the warden. So I'm gonna make it steel. Bang! Wait, what just happened? The warden glitched. The mace glitched the warden through the floor. And we don't want that, so let me just put something big under it. Okay, there we go. So now I added something big here. It was a hidden shape, but I added this big stuff to prevent the warden from glitching under. So now let's see. Wait, what? Oh my god, the mace killed the warden. Sort of. The mace literally glitched the warden through, but the warden literally regenerated back. And the warden is kind of hurt in his arm because the arm glitched under. The Tinkercad keeps on glitching. And I have no idea why, actually. I just don't like Tinkercad glitching. Hate it. Okay, now it's good. Now I don't think it's gonna glitch anything. Yeah, if Tinkercad didn't glitch, then the warden is completely fine. But the mace looks a bit too small, I think. Even though it looks big, I'm gonna make it bigger. Somehow. So look, make it big as you can, or stick to the shape. Oh, that looks big. Okay, I think that's good now. Boom. That did nothing. That barely did any damage to the warden. How does that make sense? How does it not do any damage? Is the warden God? How does this even make sense? But obviously, the hammer trick didn't work. The second trick will be the shredder trick. Okay, look. I made a shredder. It isn't that realistic, but this works the same as a shredder though. Look, the warden is gonna fall into the pit like this. Whee! Boom! And then crush. The shredder's gonna crush it. Let's see if the warden survives. Oh my god. What? The warden is struggling. He's struggling. And he survived at last. But how? How did he survive? Like how? Like this is so hard. Hitting it's so hard. Like it. If that was me, it's gonna do emotional damage. But how did the warden survive? But actually, maybe because the connectors was too fast. Maybe the connectors were too slow. I'm gonna make it 1. And this one become -1. There's no way the warden doesn't die. Look, it's crushing it slowly. The shredder. One of the warden's legs is glitching. Look, that's what I told you. I told you slow and steady wins the race. The warden's starting to break. It might break up in the second plan. Yo, the warden is very dumb looking. Look at that warden. What's wrong with him? And at last the warden survived. But how? Literally like got shredded for 40 seconds. You see, it's like 40 seconds. The warden got it inside there and then just went out like that. Maybe not the slower it is, the better. Maybe the faster it is. Maybe the faster it is, the better. Oh, I think I did the opposite. Negative? No, I think it's the positive. Oh, I think it went too fast. Okay, now what if we do it 100? 100 might be good. Or -100. Oh, that did nothing. Like, that barely did anything to the warden, so the shredder does not work. Okay, now I made a hydraulic press, and the hydraulic press is pressing on the warden. Well, it looks like it's done nothing to the warden except of tickling him, actually. Look, it has done nothing to the warden except, oh, what's wrong with his heart? Is his heart gone? Like, the bones on his heart actually disappeared. No, it didn't disappear. I'm just kidding. But the warden did not break still. Let me make it out of steel. Oh! The warden's glitching through. The warden's head literally glitched on top. So now it's time for this thing now. It's the prevent glitching thing. This thing prevents anything from glitching through. Look, it didn't do. Okay, yeah. It has done nothing. So now, I have another idea. Make it bigger. Like, the bigger it is, the more damage it does. You know? So... What? Okay, whatever. Let me just make it big. As I can. And then just put this on top. I think that's good now. Look at it big. Nah, the warden's still alive, I think. I have no idea how, but let me just make the floor bouncy rubber for more friction. I mean, that's bouncy rubber. Where's bouncy? I made the wrong thing, bouncy rubber. Yeah, bouncy rubber. So there's more friction. Okay, yeah, there you go. It's the warden and it starts to spin. I think the hydraulic press literally broke. So, I'm gonna make it higher and higher for more speed. And then also, even more heavier. That's gonna kill the warden, right? What? The warden's alive? And literally rolled the warden everywhere. And look at that. And even rolled the plan away. And the warden's still alive, so the plan did not work anyways. Okay, I made the warden teleport to the Deep 6 project. And the warden looks very small against Deep 6. But if the warden's small, then the Deep 6 can do more damage instead. It's literally so hard to even reach the warden. So the warden must be bigger, yeah. I think I'm gonna make it to about 100. 100 is good. And then spinner. Spinner does no damage. And the spinner doesn't always hit the warden, actually. I don't know why. So now I'm gonna make the spinner always hit the warden at the first time. Like at the first hit, the spinner always hits the warden. And also I'm gonna add a private connector from here to there. Look, a private connector from here to connect the wardens. Maybe the wardens this part. So this connects this here to this part. So the Deep 6 all hits the warden. Oh my god. Oh my god. What am I doing? Deep 6. Deep 6. Don't die. Like Deep 6 nearly died because of the warden. Actually, instead I'm not gonna make it connect to anything. So the warden's sort of like in the air. Hit. Oh my. Let me just push the warden there. That is so funny, warden. That's so dumb. But instead, I'm gonna make the cone angle limit 0. So it always hits back here. It always comes back unless it gets stuck here. Or maybe it... The warden is still alive somehow. Instead of its ear lagging into the wall. The warden's always alive, so... Why is the warden still alive? Actually, I'm just gonna connect it to Deep 6 instead. The what? How is the warden still alive? Oh my, Deep 6 kind of hurts, I think. But it doesn't really do anything to Deep 6. Like, Deep 6 is hitting here all day. And the warden is still alive. How does this make sense? And Deep 6 is kind of getting knocked back. Maybe the spinner went so fast it hits the warden and looks like the warden's fighting a Deep 6. Look at that. It looks like the sonic boom attack from the warden. Sonic boom. And then sonic boom. Yeah. Hit. Oh man, the warden's still alive, so Deep 6 doesn't work anyways. So, now it's time for me to announce the new BattleBot, which is Tombstone 2026 version. This is... Oh, whatever I've done. Okay, this is Tombstone. And, oh well, why is the spinner black? It should be red. I forgot it's a red spinner. Okay, and hit. Whoa, the warden got bounced so away. So, hit. Super spinner time. Where's the warden? Oh, there you go. Kill the warden. Kill it. Super hit, Why is the tombstone doing nothing to the warden? But Tombstone or Deep 6 cannot make it like the full version because there's a limit to the spin. Like the spin speed, there's a limit to the spin speed in Tinkercad. The fastest can only be 400 RPM. And Tombstone literally spins at like 25,000 RPM, so it's nowhere. So the weapon is nowhere even near for Tombstone. And Tombstone cannot hit the warden anyways. And by the way, the warden is also too small. I'm gonna make it bigger to 100 like before. And then make it close to Tombstone for it to have a free shot. Okay, look. But remember that like when we tested Deep 6, the connectors were connected. Remember? Like the warden and the battle ball was connected using a motor. I'm gonna do that too. Connect to Tombstone. I mean, yeah, go front a bit. There. And then connect to the warden feet. I'm gonna connect it to the feet of the warden. And the other one is connected to other feet of the warden. Now, Tombstone can hit the warden as much as they want. As much as you want, you can hit the warden right now. Okay, so now, hit! Tombstone is hitting the warden. Oh, Tombstone got upside down. Oh my, Tombstone is hitting the warden like crazy, and the warden. Let's try again. Tombstone is hitting the warden. Is the warden broken yet? No, the warden is still fine. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Super weapon Tombstone. Super weapon Tombstone. What? Oh my god. Okay, let me make this higher so to prevent them from flying away. Yeah, that's better. Look at Tombstone hitting aggressive. Other way. Yeah. I think the warden is dead already. The warden is still fine. How? And Tombstone's weapon is literally kind of being stopped using the weapon. Wait, what the? Tombstone is broken? Like one part of his body is broken. And he cannot move anymore without 2 wheels. And his down part broke just by killing a warden. Whoa. The Tombstones, everything broke just to kill the warden. Kill the warden, Tombstone. I know you can do it, Tombstone. You are not going into the tube. I mean, yeah. I think the Tombstone is going to the Tombstone instead of the warden going to the Tombstone somehow. This is the end to the video. And by the way, please subscribe and like to our channel. And Tombstone broke again. A secret weapon is dead. Like Tombstone can be controlled like this, but it is dead against the warden.